Hello friends, welcome to Smile Icons YouTube channel. So today we are going to discuss about very interesting access control issue which is IDOR and which is one of my very favorite thing in bug bounty hunting. So IDOR stands for Insecure Direct Object References. So what is the IDOR? Let's begin. Okay. So what are insecure direct object references? IDOR. So basically, insecure direct object references IDOR are type of access control vulnerability that arises when an application uses user supplied input to access the objects directly. IDOR vulnerabilities are most commonly associated with horizontal privilege escalation, but they can also arise in relation to vertical privilege escalation. So basically, what what I trying to say, let's check. Sorry. So suppose there is an URL. Okay, so I already created an example over here. Okay, sorry. So let's take an example. Consider a website that uses the following URL to access the customer account page by retrieving information from backend database. So if you are trying to get your information from backend database, there will be URL like https://mylega.me account customer number, and here is the associated customer ID. So so what if I will simply brute force this number with random numbers, and possibly I can get some another user's account details, another customer's account detail. An attacker can simply modify the customer's number value, bypassing the access control view the records of other customer. So it is what I'm trying to say here. Suppose sorry suppose this is the website and this is the database. Okay, so your ID is, you are the user 123, and the other users like 456 789. So there are mainly three users, which is 123, 456 and 789. So what, this is the URL. Okay, so this is the URL. Sorry. Okay, so there is the customer ID which is 123. Suppose I am accessing 123, I am sending request to the database and retrieving the response here. What if I will change the customer number to 4456? It will go to the database and the sorry retrieve this 456 database and reflect on the screen. So there will be information disclosure of another customer. Okay, so let's take another example. So not only the user information, there are some files which contains the file IDs and secure file IDs. So either vulnerabilities often arise when sensitive resources are located in static files on the server side file system. Suppose a website might save chat messages, transcript or user ID's password to the disk using incrementing file name. Suppose like if user A is storing his transcript, that will be like 1.txt. I suppose I am user B, so my data will be stored like 2.txt and so on. Some weak increment file names, and allow user to retrieve this by visiting a URL like following. Suppose smileacker.me static my sensitive file id 1.txt. So an attacker can easily modify the file name to retrieve a transcript created by another user and potentially obtain the user credential and other sensitive data. So let's go to the lab and directly okay, here is the lab. So Sports Figure Academy is pretty good and very interesting thing and very helpful while learning bug bounties. So access the lab. So here is the simply lab description. This lab store the user chat logs directly on the server file system and retrieve them using static URLs. Solve the lab by finding the password for the user Carlos and logging into their account. So here is the lab, and here is the, let me turn my burp suit on and click on the live chat. Simply forward the request, forward. Okay, so here is the view transcript. Okay, so simply yes. Okay, forward. Okay, download transcript. Okay, forward this. Okay, so here is something interesting. Let's send this request to a repeater. Go to the repeater tab. So here is the my transcript data, which is 2.txt. I will simply brute force this from 0.txt. Let's try out 0.txt. Send. Okay, no transcript. 1.txt. Okay, so here is something pretty interesting. So I retrieved just some another user's transcript. Mine was 2.txt. Let's see what is in 2.txt. Okay, connected, now chatting with HAL client. So 1.txt was some another user's transcript. Hi HAL, I think you have forgotten password confirmation link. You are right one HAL client. Sure, no problem. Seems like a just nice guy. Tell me whether to confirm it is correct or not. Okay. So here is the password. Let's copy this and turn this off. Cancel, login. So just paste the password here and username as they mention here, Carlos. And yeah, you can see lab is solved. I can successfully logged in and take over the another user's account. So this is the one of my very favorite bug which I look while doing bug bounties, just because it is easy to exploit and it is rare to find, and it pays the higher bounties every time. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you will get understand this, and if you like my video then please do comment. Suggestion will be appreciated. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. I'm signing up.